Imagine waking up one morning and discovering that every ocean on Earth has suddenly disappeared. The Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, the Indian Ocean, all gone. In just a few seconds, our beautiful blue planet would become almost unrecognizable. But what would actually happen next? Let's find out. First, the enormous ocean floor would be exposed. For billions of years, most of this landscape has remained hidden beneath deep water. We would see giant underwater mountains, huge valleys, long mountain ranges, and extremely deep trenches. The Mariana Trench, the deepest place on Earth, would appear as a massive scar across the planet. The ocean floor would look like an enormous and unfamiliar world. But the disappearance of the oceans would create a much bigger problem. Almost all marine life depends on ocean water to survive. Fish, whales, sharks, sea turtles, coral reefs, and countless other organisms would suddenly lose their habitats. The ocean food chain would begin to collapse. Tiny organisms called plankton would disappear. Then small fish would lose their food. Larger fish and marine predators would soon be affected as well. In a very short time, most ocean ecosystems would be destroyed. But the effects would not stop there. Oceans play a major role in controlling Earth's climate. They absorb and store huge amounts of heat from the sun. Without them, Earth's temperature would become much more extreme. Many places could experience extremely hot days and freezing cold nights. Powerful winds and enormous dust storms could spread across the dry ocean basins. The weather we know today would change dramatically. Oceans are also the main engine of Earth's water cycle. Normally, sunlight heats ocean water. The water evaporates and forms clouds. Then the clouds produce rain. That rain fills rivers and lakes before eventually returning to the oceans. But if the oceans disappeared, this cycle would begin to break down. There would be far less evaporation. Over time, fewer clouds would form. Rainfall would decrease in many parts of the world. Rivers would slowly shrink. And many lakes could eventually dry up. Fresh water would become much harder to find. The atmosphere would also be affected. Tiny ocean organisms called phytoplankton help produce a large amount of the oxygen that supports life on Earth. If the oceans disappeared, these organisms would disappear too. This would seriously disturb Earth's oxygen and carbon cycles. Over time, the balance of gases in the atmosphere could change. The geography of our planet would also look completely different. The huge ocean basins would become dry land. Areas that are currently separated by oceans could become connected by vast, empty landscapes. Earth would no longer look like the beautiful blue planet we know today. Instead, it would become a dry and extreme world, with fewer clouds, less rain, powerful dust storms, and almost no marine life. Oceans cover about 71% of Earth's surface, but they are much more than enormous bodies of water. They help control our climate. They support countless living organisms. They power the global water cycle, and they help maintain the balance of life on our planet. Without oceans, Earth would become a very different and much more hostile place. So the next time you look at the ocean, remember, it is not just water. It is one of the most important systems keeping our planet alive. Our oceans protect Earth, and now, it is our responsibility to protect them. Protect our oceans. Protect our planet.